Our topic today is connecting with the wisdom of our ancestors, with the ancestral wisdom. Our ancestors are a part of our collective stream of consciousness. When you think of like the evolution of humanity, the evolution of consciousness over time, we have that continuing through our lineage. We are part, not just in our lifetime doing this for ourselves, this for them, this for the generations before us, this for the generations after us. We are a part of a continuous collective stream of consciousness that is ever evolving, like in one stream, the evolution of one stream. Our ancestors, they do pass wisdom along to us. And yes, they pass their traumas. They also pass along the resilience and the strength and the courage and the knowledge and the wisdom. And they have passed from the body. So they're no longer confined to the constrictions of the body and the constrictions of the consciousness from within when we are within the physical body. So they have access to even more information now. We're going to, in today's meditation and healing circle, we're going to connect with our ancestors and really form a circle with our ancestors and receive their wisdom. Let it awaken in us what they've passed on to us that gives us what we need in order to survive and to break through and evolve during the time that we're presently in. We are in a time of evolution. We're in a pivotal time in the evolution of humanity. So we want to receive the wisdom that they have to share with us, as well as their support and guidance and encouragement. So that is what we have for today. Let's go ahead and come into our circle. Let's come into our circle sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. Sitting side by side, and let's bring everything we have to face toward the center of the circle. Bringing our heart center, bringing our face, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, our third eye, our throat center, our heart center, everything to face toward the center of the circle. And taking a breath, dropping into our bodies, bring our solar plexus, rib cage, hips, sacral center, everything to face into the center of the circle to be present. And as we meet at the hub of the wheel, together let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you, we ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion. And just imagine this eternal compassion, the existential compassion that is the ocean of living consciousness, that which we subsist in, swim in. It's the ocean that we live in. And imagine this ocean of living consciousness holding and containing our entire 3D material realm. This entire existence contained in an ocean of living consciousness. And imagine, like we tend to imagine, I think, what we can see, the earth, its atmosphere, this whole presence of this world that we live in, the things that we see in our lives, the things that we do in our lives, the people that we interact with in our lives, the people that we see in media. And let's imagine now all of that, along with the things that we don't see, the unseen realms, the angels, the prophets, the saints, the perfected ones, and our ancestors, the spirits of our ancestors that have passed on. And let's just imagine or feel or see, however you perceive their presence with us in this three-dimensional realm, again, that contains the seen and the unseen. And invite them in. Invite them in. And as you do, just feel yourself held in this ocean of living consciousness that is pure compassion. The poet Rumi says, you are not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in a drop. It also says, you think you are a small star when in fact you contain the entire universe within you. You are not separate from anything. So imagine yourself as a drop of ocean in this vast ocean. One continuous ocean, the living consciousness that is in you, the breath that breathes you is the consciousness of the ocean, of the entire ocean, and the breath that breathes and moves everything within the ocean, that gives life force and consciousness to the physical realm. And so let yourself really drop into this ocean and feel yourself rest into this ocean. Feel yourself held in compassion, contained in this womb of safety. And let yourself be, and it is. Breathe into it. And as you inhale, just inhale that compassion in all the way into your body and let it surround and fill your heart. Pure compassion. What does compassion do? You think of compassion if you're like feeling closed off towards something or someone, and you feel that hardness over your heart. If you can see them and begin to feel compassion for them, your heart begins to soften, the hardness melts away, and you feel a connection. You feel a connection with them. So as you breathe that compassion into your heart space, so let it soften your heart. Let it melt the barriers, the walls of your heart. See if your heart will soften. And let that compassion come in and wash your heart. Like the compassion that your heart needs in order to feel connected, to feel held, to feel loved, to feel connected and appreciated, completely accepted as you are. Let that compassion wash through your heart, hold you, nurture you, embrace you, love you, cherish you. And let yourself drop in and be held and contained in pure love and compassion. And let's take a moment and address those conditions, because we human beings put conditions on love, on what it means to be worthy of love, what allows us to receive love, what keeps us from receiving love. But love is love, and it doesn't care about our conditions. So conditions and all, just let yourself now drop a layer deeper into that container of love that holds you, cherishes you, accepts you completely, nurtures you, and loves you. Be held and be loved. Be held and be loved. Just as you are, because as you are is perfect for where you are on your journey. All in the perfection, right where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be, here and now. Rest in and be held, rest in and be loved. Be loved and be cherished 100% and more. Keep breathing. And as you inhale, draw all of the parts of yourself into the center of your body. And as you exhale, just let all of those parts of yourself rest into this womb of compassion that holds you and nurtures you and loves you. Calling all of the parts of yourself. Inhale, draw them in to be loved and to be held and to be contained. Draw them into the center of your body. Exhale, drop down, land into the arms of compassion. Be held, be loved, be nurtured, be contained. Be loved. As you rest into this place, I'm going to share with you, just continue to breathe all of the parts of yourself together into your core. And as you exhale, drop down, land into this womb, be held, be loved, be nurtured, be contained, be accepted, be cherished. And I want to share with you a study about how ancestral or how memories are passed from generation to generation. There was a study done at Emory University in Georgia that was done on mice. I'm not a big fan of animal testing, but the study was done on mice where they introduced this smell into the cage with the mice that the mice were attracted to. And when the mice went toward the smell, as soon as they got close to it, they administered an electric shock. So it caused them to jolt and to jump back and away from the smell, the source of the smell. And they did this over and over again until they only had to introduce the smell into the cage, and the mice automatically reacted with the shock, the physical experience of being shocked. Their bodies responded as if they were being shocked, even though they were no longer administering any electrical shock. And then they took the mice, male and female, and bred them. And they bred them with other mice that had not experienced the odor sensitivity learning, as they called it. And they found that the offspring of these mice carried that same information. So with the offspring, all they had to do was introduce that smell into the cage, and the offspring reacted as if they were being shocked, even though they had never been present to any kind of sensitivity training or conditioning. They bred them again and again and again through several generations. I believe it's up to like 12 or 13 generations that they still found that the offspring were responding to the smell with the sensation of being shocked, even though they had never experienced the actual physical electrical shock. So this is proof that the conditioning that we receive in one generation is passed to the next, and the next, and the next for many. But along with that, the shocks and the traumas. What is that really passing along? That's passing along information that not only the trauma, but the information that, hey, this is survival. If you sense that smell, there will be danger. So, like, this is pre-verbal, right? It's pre-verbal. It's passing along the experience so that you will experience that and jump back away from it, to stay away from the source of that, because that can hurt you. That can cause you harm. So this is about survival. It's about how to get through these experiences without getting killed. And that is part of the information that has been passed along as well. Our instincts. There's the story of the monarch butterfly. The monarch butterfly is a migratory butterfly. And the migratory butterfly, the monarch butterfly, overwinters in the warmer climates. And here in our US and our Americas here, we have our butterflies, our monarch butterflies will overwinter either in like Michoacan, Mexico, or in California or in Florida. They go to the warmer climates to overwinter. And every year, the butterflies fly the exact same pathway. They fly north in the warmer months and south in the colder months. But the lifespan of the butterfly is very short, relatively short, and can't make that full journey. So the butterflies that overwinter, which do live the whole winter time in hibernation there, they will fly a certain distance, lay their eggs. Their eggs have to hatch. Then it lives its 5 different broods of or instars of the caterpillar phase. Then it becomes a chrysalis. Then the chrysalis transforms into the butterfly. Then the next butterfly will fly a little farther north. And then the next one a little farther north, the next one a little farther north, until the 5th generation of butterfly. And every 5th generation of butterfly is born with a longer wingspan, and it can fly higher and farther and make it all the way back to that overwintering space. This is wisdom. It's a wisdom that's passed along. They make the exact same journey, right? And science can't explain it, but it's passed along from generation to generation through all of the different phases that the butterfly goes through. That same knowledge and same pathway, same overwintering location is passed along. So there's incredible wisdom that we see it everywhere in nature. And it's been scientifically studied and proven that all of this information gets passed along from generation to generation. So you have all of this information within your ancestors. And the thing about us human beings is when we enter into the body, our consciousness becomes constricted. So we only pretty much see what's in front of us. And we become conditioned by what's in front of us. We learn from what's in front of us. I believe that other creatures that haven't agreed to the free will ride that we're all on, they actually have an expanded consciousness and an expanded sense of awareness that we lose when we come into the body. But our ancestors, as they have left the body, they return to that expanded sense of consciousness, and they get to do the life review and to really get clear on what their lessons were and get clear on the wisdom that they gained and evolve that into their consciousness. So their souls evolve. So let's take this time as we rest into this container, right? The ocean of living consciousness that contains our entire realm of existence here. And we are here in the realm of the seen and the unseen. Again, take a deep breath and breathe all of the parts of yourself into your core. As you exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl. Feel yourself in your body, resting in this ocean of living consciousness, being held, being contained. And make an intention or a direct call to your ancestors and ask them to join you, whoever is willing and present. And let's imagine like your mother to your right side, her mother to her right side. Let's imagine us sitting in a circle. Imagine yourself sitting in a circle with your ancestors, your mother to your right side, her mother to her right, her mother to her right, and all the way around. And it can be male and female, whatever shows up for you. And imagine, I like to imagine a circle of 12 all the way around, and of course myself. So 13 total. Let's go all the way through those generations that are passing down all of this information that may be held in your cells, living in a subconscious state that you don't necessarily understand their origin yet, you don't understand their wisdom yet, but that information is contained within you, passed down from this generations that came before you. And imagine yourself in this circle with 12 of your ancestors, all holding hands. And, if there's a different number from 12 that shows up, that's fine. This is the intention I like to make. So imagine yourself now in the circle, holding hands. And remember, the information that travels from generation to generation is nonverbal. But you might hear it, right? You might actually hear it. Sometimes we have the clairaudience that can come through and we hear the information, we receive the information audibly. And if that happens, that's wonderful. Sometimes it's cognitively, sometimes it's vibrationally. But we do know that the vibration, right? The frequencies, the information travels in waves. So just imagine, let's ask for the wisdom that has been gained from your ancestors, that your ancestors have gained in their lifetimes, that is wisdom that can aid you in getting through the times that you are in, wisdom that can guide you for the decisions that you're here to make in this lifetime or at this time in your life. Wisdom, guidance, whatever they want to impart on you to help you and to support you with where you are right now. Just imagine that vibrationally traveling through the whole circle, and just use your breath to keep your heart open, keep your field open, and receive this transmission of information into your field and into your body consciousness. Receive it in, and if it wants to come through audibly, cognitively, however that may want to come in for you visually, to let yourself be open and receive. If you have a specific question for your ancestors, you can ask that as well. Receive. What do your ancestors want to impart on you? Just let that wisdom, let that information, let it travel through this whole circle and let it be transmitted to you and infuse into your consciousness, become a part of your psyche and a part of your constitution, a part of your vibration. And receive. Receive and receive. Allow yourself to receive. Take a deep breath. Inhale this all the way into your core, into your vertical core. And as you exhale, let yourself drop down and let this wisdom drop down and land into your pelvic bowl. Anchor into that center of gravity at the center of your pelvic bowl. Upright your spine and lean back into your vertical core. And receive, let it be assimilated into your physical body. And receive. Assimilated along your vertical core, your head space, your heart space, and your sacral center. Your beliefs and thoughts, the wisdom of the heart, and your I am creative life force center. And now let's take a minute and with the ancestors, connecting with them and just asking, are there any of the attributes that they have developed in themselves that they want to share with you, such as strength and courage, forgiveness, gratitude, generosity, a quality of majesty? What do they want to share with you? And that is definitely a vibration. That's not something that somebody can tell us how to be, but it's a vibration we can absorb and again assimilate into the body. So be with your breath, breathing into your body, into your vertical core. Exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl. Align along your vertical core, along your center, and receive. Receive the courage. Receive the strength. Receive the compassion. Receive the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding. Receive the acceptance. Receive the forgiveness. Receive the generosity. Receive, there's one I'm feeling and I'm trying to think of a word for it. It's a letting go. Trust. Yeah. Receive that trust. The trust and the faith that you have what you need, that you are enough. Yeah, let that wash through you. You are cared for. You are cared for, you're supported, you're guided. You're not alone. Let all of that come in and really reassure your nervous system, reassure your mental body, reassure your emotional body. Feel that and be Feel that and be that. Let it become you as you become it. Let it infuse into your being. Again, inhale, open and draw this into your vertical core. Exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl. Anchor into your center of gravity. Upright your spine and lean into your vertical core. Receive and infuse all of this into your vibration, into your energy body, into your core. Let it be you and you be it. Be and it is. Be and it is. And just notice if there's anything else. Just make a call if there's any other questions you have, guidance you're looking for, or anything else that they want to share with you. Let's just make that call, make that question now. And receive. Be open to receive. Again, just imagine that vibration swirling around the circle, passing through all of your ancestors and back to you. Through all of your ancestors that have passed on and back to you. And if you have several generations of ancestors who are still living, call to their higher selves and let their higher selves, their knowing selves, be a part of the circle as well, helping you to really take in the information in a way that supports you, that encourages you, that strengthens you, that makes sense for you, that equips you with what you need to do what you're here to do. Be here who you're here to be. As you move through this pivotal time in our evolution of consciousness, evolution of humanity, evolution of our planet, and receive, 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 receive. And now just check in with your ancestors, and if it feels right for you, you can imagine yourself moving into the center of the circle with them all holding hands around you, and feel the support that they have for you, and let yourself really feel that. Let your nervous system feel it and take it in and settle into receiving this support. And feel how proud they are of you for where you are and what you're doing. Feel that support. Feel that appreciation. Feel that affirmation. Feel that. Let yourself really take that in, that pure love, pure support, that encouragement, that affirmation, that support. Feel yourself supported, cared for, loved. Yeah. And feel that support, feel that appreciation, feel how proud they are of you. And let yourself take that in. Really trust it and take it in. Let yourself be loved and trust the love. Let yourself be loved and trust the love. Let yourself be held and trust the support. Take a full breath in, drawing all of the parts of yourself into your body, into your core. And let all of you drop down and rest into your body and be held in this ocean of living consciousness, in this pure compassion. Be held, be loved, and be cherished. Be cherished. Be cherished. Be, and it is. Now let's take a moment of gratitude and appreciate with love and appreciation as best we can to really appreciate everything that you've received and be in gratitude for everything that you've received from your ancestors, from those who are here to support you on your path. And just let your heart bow to the higher heart of each of your ancestors. As you move around the circle, thanking them, for passing along their wisdom, for passing along their knowledge, for passing along their courage, for passing along their strength, for passing along their love, and for passing along their support. We thank them. We honor them. And if you wish, welcome them to continue to support. We have free will. We have to ask for their help and agree to receive their help. And if you wish, you can ask for continued support, continued help, continued imparting of knowledge into your consciousness, helping you to awaken, recognize, realize, and follow the wisdom and the guidance that they have, that they're using to support you. Like everything that we have now has evolved from where they were at some point in time. And it is still evolving and moving, and all of this information gives us more wisdom and knowledge to continue to evolve the pathway, not to return to the past, but continue to evolve and move forward. Because remember, as they leave the body, they're no longer confined to the constriction of this physical realm that we're in. They're more attuned and connected to the higher vibrations of love and unity. So let that be a guidance for you to move you along the trajectory to continue to evolve to these higher frequencies, higher qualities of love, compassion, equality, harmony, unity, oneness. Be and it is. All right. And now take a moment and just, again, drop into your physical body. You can stretch out your legs, move your hips, really feel your presence in your physical space. Circle your ankles, stretch out your toes. You can do the same with circle your shoulders, your neck, your head, and give it a stretch. You can stretch out your arms, circle your wrists, and stretch out your fingers. Feel your presence in your physical space. Be and you are. All right, and with that, I'm going to wrap up the recording at communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, sign up to receive 2 free gifts. One is a one-sheet, 10 spiritual principles of our human existence, why we're here, what this earth journey is about, what we're doing, what this life is about. The other one is a 15-minute downloadable guided meditation that I hope you'll download and use as a part of your daily practice to help you to connect with the pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion that is the truth of who and what you are. All right, and with that, I thank you very much. Closing the recording now and opening for Q&A.